We are back. We are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm back with Mama.
Yeah, I know.
Last week's episode was crazy.
Oh, it was crazy.
We got the world on fire.
That's what we wanted to do. We
Okay.
wanted to light that fire and let
You said
it burn, baby, burn.
Let it burn. You
Burn,
like
baby,
one
burn.
thing about it, I'm not suffering in silence.
Definitely not.
And when I tell you, it's gotten over 1 million views.
Oh my goodness.
That video.
Oh my God.
And thousands of comments.
I've read a lot of the comments. Read the comments. It's like, gosh, I'm a voice for so many women out there that have been through this. So I'm not alone.
No, you're not.
And I feel so much. I don't know if I feel better, but I feel more relieved.
You're headed
towards healing. I'm headed. Yeah, I'm headed toward healing.
I don't know what it is about people resonating with our story that makes us feel more confident. It's because unity in a community. Mm-hmm. It's like when we go through things together and we rise.
Yes, exactly.
So that's the difference. Yeah. Like, you don't want nobody else to go through this, but it's still nice to know that I'm not by myself.
Yes, exactly. And the people that a lot of the ladies I know personally. Mm-hmm. One lady told me in particular when she came home, she had bought her son a TV. The man took her son's TV, and he was laying on the floor wailing and crying. Oh, he took my TV along with everything else. Oh, my goodness. Along with her dignity, she said she was just floored when she came home and found all the stuff gone.
Yeah, it's like you're giving a voice to so many people. People are feeling confident to come in the chat with their stories, and I can appreciate that.
I appreciate it a whole lot because with me going through what I went through, I feel that God put me here for a reason. Okay. And a lot of times people don't speak. They do everything in silence. Mm-hmm. And now I've been put in this position where I can speak for those women that have been through it and those that are going to go through it. Yeah. It's not stopping here with us or me.
Lord, unfortunately. That's scary to think about.
I know, it's scary to think about it. But some women are still going to go through that. The young women are listening now, so we can try to warn them of the situations, but somebody's going to go through this.
Yeah, awareness matters. That was another thing. We were like, the younger woman was like, you mean to tell me at 73 that man is still doing that? Or even that at 77 we still can be, you think we know the game by now.
You're right.
You feel like, okay, after so many relationships, at what point do you know that I can pick a man out?
Right.
Ain't no way no man gonna be able to play me like that.
That's what you think, huh?
I mean, and to see you at
77. No, you can't pick them out when you think you know
it. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Age ain't nothing but a number. When you think you got the right one, woe is me.
Yeah.
He is not the right one. At 73 years old, and now I'm at 77 years old. And it's like, oh Lord, what happens from now?
Yeah, what does happen from now? Are you dating again? Because I'm scared.
I'm frightened.
But a lot of the ladies in the comments were like, and gentlemen, they were like, look, ma'am, you still beautiful, you're still young, there is more fish in the sea.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, I don't want to eat no fish right now. Though I love fish, I'm just not thinking about fish right now. And at 77, you think, life is, it's not that much life left in you.
Yeah.
And so when you're at this age and you think you found love and then it's bombards you like it did me, it's like, oh Lord, is that the end of it?
Right.
Yeah, I'm really skeptical. I don't know.
Because you think, ain't no way, 73, like, I just knew that whoever I end up with, if he's single, I'm single, then what could go wrong?
At our age, you're looking for somebody that you can live the rest of your life with. You don't have much time. Whatever time God has for you.
Right.
So you want companionship. Mm-hmm. You're not looking for a sexual relationship, that kind of thing, but you want to live your life with somebody.
Okay.
And that's what we both were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that was his strong point. That I finally found somebody. I don't have to live alone. I got somebody I can live the rest of my days with.
Yeah.
And now here it is. The rest of the days are gone.
Whoa.
I don't know what the future brings. I'm just gonna let God.
Well, you think about yourself and just enjoy you. I know, like you want to just be with somebody.
Yeah.
They were saying, Mom, just personally in our family,
right.
My grandmother, my great grandmother, whom I only know of. I've met her before, my great grandmother, but I don't know her life. But I do know that she was married to a man and she had one child.
Yeah.
And but still, when she had that one child, that's my grandmother.
Right.
I'm named after her, Marie.
Right.
And they, within the family, there's like this ongoing, almost, it feels like a curse that we can't be alone.
Right.
We always got to have somebody. I think about all the women in our family.
Like my mother.
Yeah.
She was married 5 times.
Yeah.
And I asked her, why do you keep getting married? She said, because I don't want to be alone.
Oh, so
those were her exact words. I don't want to be alone.
Okay. And that got handed down to us.
Yeah.
Her kids, y'all. Because you have how many brothers and sisters?
I have 6 sisters, 2 brothers.
And y'all watched your mom not want to be alone.
Right.
And then that made y'all feel like, I don't want to be alone either.
I don't want to be alone either.
And then us watching you and my cousins watching the sisters and brothers, the aunties, uncles, and mom, be like, they don't want to be alone. I don't think I need to be alone either.
Yeah, and this is like a generational curse.
Yeah.
It just goes down.
Well, we're going to work on trying to heal that, because
we need to heal it, not just in our family, just in our entire community.
Yeah. No, I don't know. There's some communities that don't. That's okay with being single. They all right.
I'm not talking about those okay with being single. I'm talking about those that don't.
Okay, the other people's families
that don't want
that have that don't want to be alone mentality and can't sit still by themselves and be happy with life. I mean, I'm grateful that I have a loving husband now.
Yes, you do.
15 almost years.
Yes.
But before him, I found myself in that cycle of, oh my God. Okay, I just got a divorce. I know who I'm gonna be with next.
Yeah.
I always gotta have a boyfriend or something, And it's like, that is what? And then I had to look back, and I was like, okay, I saw my mom, and then she saw her mom.
You're right. Trying to find love in the right place.
And then some of my kids, they're like that.
Yeah.
I think about my son and one of my daughters. They just don't want to be by themselves. It's always who I'm gonna be with next. And I said, y'all, please stop. I'm trying to speak on it. I tell them, look, guys, learn how to be by yourself.
Well, at this age, I'm learning to be by myself.
Are you?
Yes, I mean, at this, I can't say
you can't speak for
later.
But knowing yourself.
But knowing myself right now.
Right now, but knowing yourself one day, you know yourself. Like, do you think you're gonna open your heart up?
No.
How long was you single before you met him?
Ooh. 10 years.
Right. Which is another reason I thought this was good to go. I said, my mama don't play them games. She been single for 10 years.
Yeah.
Which was like your record single.
Yeah, that's my record single.
That was your record single. Yeah. So when you came to me and said, there's this man, I really like him. I was nervous, but I was like, she been single 10 years. Ain't no way.
And nobody got my heart. Nobody got my interest. That whole 10 years, there was not one man that drew me to him. Yeah. So all that time. And then when I met Mr. Ron, he touched me. Yeah. Touched me in ways I could never explain. Yeah. I remember I was telling you that.
Yeah, he was like, I've never been loved like that. What did you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I've never been in love like that. Yeah. The way he was treating me, when you talk about courtship, I don't remember courtships back in the day. Okay. And so with him, there was this courtship period, bringing me flowers, taking me out, sending me music, all of that stuff. So it was just telling me the dreams of being together forever, wanting to be with somebody for the rest of his life.
So you never dreamed like that with the man, or had any man do that? None of our dads?
No.
Wow.
None of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so when you said that, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be an amazing feeling, because I know that feels amazing.
Yeah,
to be loved. Amazing. To be loved, what a feeling.
Yeah, 77. To be loved. And know that, so the rest of my life, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I got somebody I'm going to be with. Don't have to worry about it. Being single or anything. And the Lord have mercy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to brace myself for the next Mister that might come this way. I'm scared.
I'm bracing myself too.
I'm scared. I'm gonna be like, my mama can't have company.
Now wait a minute.
Right.
I am still a woman.
I know, but it's gonna be tough, man. I'm gonna be like, I don't know about this.
But just think about what I feel. I don't know about this.
Okay.
So it's going to be a definite keeping an eye out. Probably keeping too much of an eye out. I might lose.
You might be a little scarred.
Yeah, I might be scarred. Might really lose a good thing based on that scar.
Yeah. I mean, do you think it's just too old to get married, or you think that's the thing? What if y'all just like forget? why you gotta worry about shacking? Why you just can't be with somebody just to be with them, like just friends, and y'all spend the night at each other's house and stuff like that?
that could work. I just don't shacking. You know, I'm from the old school. I'm from the old school. I ain't shacking.
You can't shack.
I can't shack. I've never shacked.
So you'd rather get a divorce, than to shack with somebody?
I ain't shacking. But I will visit. You know, we can spend. I got my place. You got your place.
Yeah.
We can spend time together like that.
Okay, but not co-existing.
Not cohabitating.
No more getting a car together.
No, definitely.
No more co-signing.
No
putting
more
names on leases.
You know, stuff you ain't got no business putting. Well, you didn't know you had no business putting on there.
But can you never say never though, even at this age?
I can never say never.
I mean, can you say what you never won't do at 76, or should you still be open to?
No, because I still, even though I'm 76, I still feel like I got time.
Yeah, you do.
Like I still got time.
Yeah.
So I can't say never.
Okay.
That I won't do anything.
So then I can't say never either.
No, you cannot.
Because I want to say, hey, she ain't never been with nobody else. Y'all, my mama is off limits. This is the sweetest lady I ever met.
And that's important, you know, and that's the thing too, because with this situation, everybody was like, gosh, you're just sweet and you're spirited.
Yeah.
You know, God is all over you. You're kind hearted. How could this happen to you? That's what the devil does, you know.
I feel like, you gotta be like, I ain't a killer though, but don't push me. You gotta let that roar, let that scorpion out.
Yeah, let the scorpion sting loose.
You a Scorpio, you have like you're gonna have to start tapping.
I'm gonna have to start tapping somebody.
Yeah.
I never was a fighter.
Yeah.
You know, I've grown up and never had a fight.
Yeah.
Never had a fight in my 76 years.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So I think about, and then when I think about all the people that had the comments about what's going on, it's unfortunate for Black women in particular. They always say we outnumber the men. There's more of us than the men out there. And so here we are struggling to keep the man that we got.
Yeah.
And then they come, I don't know what the Black man issue is with how they treating us.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother dynamic.
Yeah.
That's why do they do what they do.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing that we can't deal with.
Yeah.
It's for the men to deal with it.
Yeah, for them.
We can go listen. We can go listen in.
Yeah.
There's some good, hopefully there's some good podcast talk shows where the men are dealing with the men and the long running issues. But as women, I think we can just keep working on us.
We are nurturers by heart, by spirit. And so when we get in a relationship, we're nurturing as we get in it. Because when I got into mine, I was a nurturer.
Yeah.
I was doing everything a wife was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I was like, what was the failure in it?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to wrap my
Well, it can't be no failure in being feminine. And, a nurturer, wanting to care for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gotten us, that's our long running historical legacy.
That's true.
I mean, think about now, there's a certain thing called a 92%. That's the 92% of Black women who voted in the election.
Yeah.
And now we're saying that we've been changing the world, our community, the world. We're always the first to show up, the first to go to bat, the first to bring arguments for the world, for all nationalities.
Right, exactly.
And now we're learning how to give that back to ourselves. And so to me, this fits right into our whole healing as women, giving back to ourselves, making sure that we take care of us and not waiting on
somebody else,
the man to do it. If they do it, nice, but if they don't, it should also be nice. It should be like, I'm good,
And that's the part, we don't do enough to take care of ourselves. So busy trying to nurture everybody else, we don't think about how much nurturing we need from our own selves.
Yes.
When we give to others, we can give to ourselves.
Yes. And that is what we're doing.
Yes.
That's what this journey is. Journey back to you.
Yeah.
Journey back to me through listening to you.
I know, and today was kind of hard for me.
Okay.
I have to tell people that today, this is like 2 weeks into this situation.
Okay.
I never shed a tear, never cried. Today is like how your cup runneth over. My cup runneth over today. And I was just crying. I was like,
said the well got sick.
The well got sick. I was just totally full today. dealing with this, trying to be strong.
Yeah.
It's not really hurting me.
Yeah.
Trying to not show any pain.
Yeah.
And today the pain just came out. And I just could not stop it. I had to
Oh.
call a couple of people.
Yeah, like,
I said, I need to talk because I'm not feeling well today.
Yeah, like today was hard.
Today was very hard.
Oh.
I actually felt what was going on with me.
Well, I'm so sorry, Mark. I do not like to see you hurting. But I know that this is cleaning you out.
It's cleansing
like,
me
it's
out.
okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The tears are great.
Yeah, the tears are cleansing.
Yeah, they hurt.
It is, and to let it out. It's just like childbirth. It
hurts,
hurts,
but you
got a beautiful child that's coming out.
Yes.
Yes, and also the words of encouragement that people have been giving me, that helps a whole lot. When I thought that I was going through this alone, I didn't have support. It's just amazing the outpouring support that I've been getting from everybody.
Gosh, people have been emailing, sending notes, inboxing, under the comments.
Yes.
Just you got so much support. People are praying for you.
Yeah, so many people are praying.
They are praying, and we know the prayers of the righteous avail much. Things are being ordered and organized. Prayer arranges things.
God orders our steps, and we just have to be obedient. And He knows that while we're taking these steps, there's going to be some potholes that we're going to hit. Yeah. And like people say, you get in the hole, you fall down, but you get up. Yeah. We fall down, we get up.
After a little while.
After a while. Yeah, we do get up. It's just unfortunate that this happened, but like you said, everything happens for a reason. Yeah. God knows what's going on. Yeah. And sometimes just for Him, I'm the one that's revealing Him and putting Him out there. Yes. So God put me here to try to put a stop to what He's doing. Yeah. So He doesn't continue His pattern.
Oh yeah. The picture has been spread. He on the donotdate.com.
Yeah.
All over Ohio.
Yes, all over Ohio.
All around the world.
All around the world. He's on the news.
Hide your grandma. Hide your auntie. Hide your mama. Hide your sister.
Yes.
He's coming real slick, and that's one of the things, you was telling me as you're healing and trying to figure out like what that was, trying to understand what just happened. You come across some narcissistic posts about what that is. Yes. What have you experienced with that? Like, do you feel like that's what it was? And what made you even go look at narcissism?
Somebody said something about one of his friends says, I think he's a narcissist.
Oh, his own friend.
Yeah, one of his friends said he's a narcissist. I know that straight up.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to diagnose people and I think he's a narcissist.
Oh, okay.
And so I started reading up on it. And the first thing I read, I was like 200% him.
Oh, wow.
He's a true narcissist.
Oh, wow.
And they're selfish. They're about themselves. They like to play the victim. They like to be out in the front. Okay. They're big charmers. They got this nice mask on it. But the thing about them is that once their things that they do to you don't hit you, then that mask falls off.
Oh,
and so things that he was doing was not moving me the way he thought it was going to move me.
Okay.
And I think that's why he ran.
Okay, so I can't do nothing.
I can't do nothing with this woman.
Okay.
Everything that I try to do, she counterattacks it.
Okay.
I countered everything that I thought it just wasn't
right. Like what? If you don't mind.
Speaking, like me, I'm an outgoing person. So when I'm in public, I speak to everybody.
Okay.
Men, women, babies, they all draw into me.
Okay.
In church, when the pastor speaks good after church, you go up and speak to him.
Okay.
Say a good sermon.
Yeah.
I did that one Sunday, and he blew up on me later on that one. Why are you going up there speaking to him in front of me? Yeah. I said, but you in the church, I'm not being disrespectful. Okay. So those kind of things. Yeah. So it's like, you don't need to be speaking to nobody, that kind of thing. And I'm like, I can't help it. It's the light in me. Yeah. So he's trying to dim my light. But the more he dimmed it, the more people drew to me.
Oh, wow.
And the more people drew to me.
And you wouldn't stop. You still
I couldn't stop.
Right.
I couldn't stop the people.
Okay.
Because they were drawn to me.
Yeah.
And so it's when like I was out reaching out to people. Yeah. But people would draw to me and I'm going to reach back.
Right. Because that's you. That's your purpose. That's your gift.
That's my gift. Okay. Is to be a light to people and help them through their daily struggles. And so the more my light shined, the more he did not like that. He did not like it at all.
2 women we know of have came forward and said they One said it happened to them, and one said it almost happened to them, and they feel relieved seeing the story now that they trusted themselves not to get involved with it.
Yeah, one says she almost did.
Yeah.
One of them says she did. Yeah. And he did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard this
just like
man behavior. And I said, no, it could be, but then the old school man was a narcissist.
Yeah, that's what it.
You know, back in the day,
you have to call it what it is.
Back in the day, they had a role. Men's supposed to do this, women's supposed to do this, and that's the way he was.
Okay.
Woman. He's against women preachers.
Okay.
All that kind of stuff.
Okay.
A woman ain't supposed to do this. Men are supposed to do it.
Okay.
Man is the head of the house. What he says goes. You need to respect whatever decisions that he made.
Okay.
You have no voice in making a decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is how y'all ended up moving, because you didn't even know. You just came home from
work. Yeah, I didn't even know we were moving. And then he came and told me, well, I found us an apartment. I said, I haven't even seen it. He said, it's nice though, you'll like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he said, okay.
Okay, let me pack the stuff up.
Okay.
I just start packing.
So those are the qualities that they look for as well. Somebody who just go along with it.
Goes along with
I'm telling you, if my husband came to me and said, we moving, where? Did I see that yet? Huh? We moving where? Did I approve that?
Yeah, right.
I didn't. Yeah. We do this together.
No, he had paid the deposit and everything.
So you said, okay, my husband
done deal. Okay.
Well,
here I am letting him be the leader.
Yeah, see, so that's a part of some of the things that they look for in a woman, is just like kind of let whatever go. Yeah. But then you have ways about you that you wouldn't change.
Yeah, right. Yeah, some things go ahead and be a leader.
He underestimated.
Yeah, like some stuff.
Right. And we thank God for 1.5 years that it didn't go no further. He wouldn't allow it. God blocked it. He wouldn't let you fall.
Yeah, he cleared him out while I was at this retreat.
He gave him a chance, and he did not make the cut. He gave you a chance. Yeah. He fumbled.
That's okay.
Well, listen, how are you doing? Today was hard, but like, how are you going forward? How are you self-caring? What are you doing to help yourself get through this? Are you just
most of it, I'm talking to God.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
That's
just letting go. And letting him handle everything without thinking about it. Because like today I started thinking about it and it overwhelmed me.
Okay.
So I just have to put that, I've been trying to keep it out of my mind.
Yes.
And just move forward with my daily living.
Yes.
Going to work, going to church, getting rides from people when I need rides.
Okay, yeah, because you don't have a vehicle, and that's tough.
Yeah, so
you trying to get to work every day?
Yeah, depending on whoever can take me.
Oh my God!
I can't go to the grocery store. Somebody to take me. It's time for me to get my hair did.
Well, Mama, I come get you some stuff. I can come over to the grocery store when you get your hair did.
Yeah,
I can't come every day to take you to work.
I got people that's
God is providing a little bit of time. He gonna provide you a car.
Yeah, I know that's.
And I cannot wait to celebrate that. I'm gonna be like,
I don't know I'm gonna have a car in the time that God is gonna give it to me. But just just every day, just getting up, just doing my routines, and just trying not to think about it. Making the apartment my apartment.
Oh, now that's a good one. You got his crap out of there? Yeah, did you throw it in the trash?
I ain't throwing in the trash, and it's all in the back of the closet.
We need to organize a pickup.
Yeah, we need to organize a pickup so we can get it out of there.
But so you switching the house around?
Yeah, hanging up my African art.
Yes, it looks beautiful.
It's beautiful in there, so I'm very comfortable.
Okay.
Can pay my bills.
Okay.
Like I said, I had my own finances.
Yes.
Separate from his.
Yes.
So luckily, thank God, he didn't get hold of that because he probably ran off. Like people get married, let's do a joint bank account.
Let's join everything.
No, we're not joint banking no account.
Yeah. Like,
And the other thing about him coming back, a lot of people was asking.
He was like, is he coming
back? No, he don't come back. No, he's not. I've already changed the locks.
Okay.
I had the apartment people change the locks on the door.
Yes.
And they told me, well, he's still on the lease. We come back, we have to give him a key. And I said, before you give him a key, we're going to call the police.
Yes.
You can't just give him a key and change the locks.
Yes.
So
that's good. So we got protections.
Yes, we got protection.
Yeah.
And there's no coming back. People be in relationships and you have issues and you want to work them out.
Yeah.
This is non-workable.
Okay.
The way he left is
irreconcilable difference.
He didn't leave with any thought of my feelings or anything. So no, there's no coming back.
No. And one thing about my mama is she don't do leftovers.
No.
I can tell you that hands down.
Yeah.
This woman left a city and did not look back. She left with the clothes on her back. Yeah. And we're gonna tell you that story one day.
Yeah,
but she left with clothes on her back and she did not turn back. And I said, I just knew for sure.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna go back.
In 6 months, she's gonna be like, okay, I'm ready to go back. Never. Never did you say that one time.
No, not at all.
So I believe her when she said that. You love yourself.
Yes, that I do.
You got respect for yourself.
Yes, I do.
You know, it's not like you're desperate.
He totally disrespected me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you are loved by the world. You are a superstar.
Thank you, world.
You are a superstar. And we got your back. We rooting for you. We praying for you. We are so excited to see how God just continues to elevate you and us, because we're going to take this road. We're going to learn so much about you. Our next episode, we taking it back to 1948.
Oh, that's the year I was born. I remember coming out my mama's womb.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, your childhood. What was your dreams like? What did we're gonna talk. We got so many things to talk about.
So much, yeah.
In your early years, and we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna move forward.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to make sure you're doing good as you heal. We're gonna continue to talk and reveal lessons.
And I just look forward to the comments coming from people out that's listening to us, because you all feed into me too, and it helps me with my healing. And I appreciate everything that everybody's doing to help me through this situation.
Yes, including liking, sharing, subscribing, forwarding, tagging, commenting. All that stuff really does help us to get this message out. It helps us to get to our next and to continue these conversations.
Yeah.
Like we always say, what's the best that can happen? What is the best that can happen?
And that's what you want, the best to happen.
Every day.
Every day.
Peace and love.